Angel Tips 1/4/2015, a John Powell tale, part 19 of 27. Apart from kids' talent shows and TV viewing ranging from the Ed Sullivan Show way back in the mid-60s to last season's America's Got Talent, I had never seen a magician, so my expectations were pretty low. The Great Doheny's act, Doheny is an anagram of Houdini, for those of you like me who miss the obvious, was a mix of comedy, sleight of hand, and making his beautiful, curvy assistant, the bountiful Bess, appear and disappear in greater or lesser stages of undress. The show was fun, and I'm sticking to my story that I did not fall asleep, despite the unquestionable single snore bleat I produced as my head fell forward, an ungentle reminder that I was in a chair in a nightclub, not at home in my bed. At the bleat, Joe looked at me, smiled, shook his head, and went back to watching Doheny and Bess, while Jody picked up my hand, brought it to her lips, kissed it, and rewarded me with her million-watt smile. Emily sat so enraptured throughout the show that I think shots could have been fired without disturbing her concentration. "Wow!" Emily declared, standing and applauding frenetically as the lights went up. "Wow!" I look at Jody, who smiles, raises her eyebrows, nods, and claps politely from her seat. Joe, watching Emily clap, shrugs his shoulders, stands, and joins her in ovation. Catching his eye, my brother tilts his head, raises his eyebrows on the corners of his mouth, flips his hands palm upward at the wrist for a moment, and redoubles his over-the-top applause. I shake my head, roll my eyes, and clap with enthusiasm greater than Jody's, but a distant cry from Emily's or Joe's. As the applause dies down and Doheny and Bess exit, Emily turns to Joe, brings him to her, pulls his head to hers, and delivers a kiss I would be disinclined to share with the public. "Wow," she says again, "that was great. I just loved it." "Good," Joe replies, wrapping his arms around the diminutive blonde and patting her fanny. "That's great. It's great to see someone enjoy themselves so much." "Herself," I whisper under my breath, shrugging my shoulders at Jody and adding, "That was good. Sorry if I nodded off for a second, but 2 late nights in a time zone 2 hours later than what I'm used to is killer. Good show, though. I've never seen a magic act up close before." "Ah," Jody replied, "it was fine. Sorry for keeping you up," she smirked, softening the words with a wink. 2 time zones?" Emily asked. "Where's that? Chicago?" "No, but close. Due west about 200 miles. Rapid-Cedra, a little town in Iowa." "Oh, so you don't live in California?" Emily asked. "Joseph, didn't you tell me you have a brother who lives close to you?" "I did, and I do. That would be Mike. John is the old man of the group and the one who lives closest to the old homestead. I'm so glad you liked the show," he adds, drawing Emily closer to him. "Liked it? Loved it. See, John, there is magic. You just have to look for it." "Well," I say, that was really great," Jody interrupts before emitting an exasperated sigh. "Thank you, Joseph. This was terrific," she adds, checking her watch. "Wow, it's after 11:30, John. No wonder you're tired. That's 1:30 to you, and I know you were out late last night. You holding up?" I look at Jody and raise my eyebrows before replying, "Probably about done in. Joe, Seth." I barely remember to use his preferred name. "What are you and the fabulous Ms. M planning?" "I'm probably going to head back to the Hilton." "The night's still young if you are, and we are," Joe says to me. "Emily, ready for round number 2? "Sure, I just need to be home by 2 or so. I have to work in the morning. Winter break means more work since I'm not in school. Are you sure you don't want to come, John?" "Not this time. Maybe next. Jody, you finished, or are you going to accompany the other youngsters and partay into the night?" "No, it'll be after pumpkin hour before I get home, and it has been a long day. I'll walk you home, big boy." "That's Andre 3000 to you," I reply. "Emily, thanks for sharing your magic. Joe, I'll see you manana." "You two aren't really going to walk, are you?" Emily asked. "Joseph has a car here." I manage not to laugh, but can't hide my smile. No, we'll take the monorail. You kids have fun," I add as Jody makes her good nights and we head into the moonlit Vegas night.